lot of these kind of intangible things that you want to impart into your team, the toughness, the accountability, all that. You know football, you were kind of brought up in football, you know all the drills, but where do you go for learning how to impart those things, and what do you lean on when you're trying to do more cultural change?
Well, you lean on veteran leadership. You know, that's the big thing, is if you have guys in the building that don't believe in what you're doing and they don't act upon what you're saying, then it's going to be hard to get the young guys to follow suit. So very important for veterans to teach the rookies. Like I said, the veteran leadership that we have here, the Hatchers, the Golstons, the Kerrigans, Alfred Morris, these guys are outstanding role models for the younger people. And when I say something and we go out and do it at practice, and the leaders, the veteran guys are the first ones to do it, the rookies fall in and they do it. So I think right now we've sent a great message to the young guys. I feel good about where we're going, where we're headed. Got a long way to go, obviously, but we're on the right track. I promise you that.
Were there times in your playing career where it was a similar thing? I mean, obviously as the quarterback, you set the tone, where you kind of had to make those kind of broad things and bring everybody along into the culture?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have to, I don't know, as a quarterback, you know, you want to be a strong leader, obviously, and we have some in-house, but, you know, it's very important sometimes that a lot of people think you have to lead by being a vocal guy, but if you lead by example of working the hardest in here, being the first one in the meeting, answering questions, staying off your cell phone in meetings, you know, coming out to practice, being punctual, doing a little bit extra after practice, that thing rubs off on everybody. And, you know, I think we have a lot of guys doing that, which is excellent.
Jay, a lot of guys have said that you guys have been paying a lot of attention to them as far as this offseason, as far as their conditioning and you know, their practice habits, how hard they're practicing. How much of that is going to play into the heat that's going to come up when they get to training camp, considering they're going to be practicing later in the day now?
Yeah, very much, and we'll keep a close eye on that. You know, Coach Clark, myself, every position coach, we're going to keep a close eye on their stamina. We're not going to try to run anybody into the ground, but we are going to try to demand a lot of them because it is going to be hot. We play the Miami Dolphins week 1 here, and they're no huddle, and we better get ourselves ready to go quickly because you get 16 cracks at the season, and the last thing you want to do is be tired and use that as an excuse. You know, I once heard that fatigue makes cowards of us all, and we're not going to ever use that as an excuse or let that be a problem. We can control fatigue, and we're going to work our darndest to make sure that's not going to be a reason for a loss. So everything else, you know, hopefully will fall into place, but we'll definitely be in shape.
Coach, after 3 batches of the OTAs and these 2 days of minicamp, have any of the later round draft picks caught your eye more than you thought they would or surprised you? Martrell Spade, Jarrett, those guys?
Yes, actually, Jarrett really has. Kaishan's done an excellent job, man. He's fast, he's flying around, he's making his presence known on special teams. And I mentioned that the late round picks is going to have to make their mark on special teams, and Kaishan's done that. Even Spate has too, but you know, Tevin Mitchell, I think at the nickel and playing corner, has really done some good things also. You know, he got an interception today you saw in the red zone, which was excellent. So he's doing some good things, and he's learning a new system. He's playing 2 or 3 different positions, so he's been very impressive. But you know, I've been impressed. You know, it's hard to just say him, and I don't want to sound overly positive on everybody, but really, I don't have anything negative to say about anybody. Their work, I think their level of improvement from day to day has been outstanding. You know, the young offensive linemen, all 3 of them, the rookies that we brought in, even the free agents have done an excellent job. So it's been an impressive time, and I'm very proud of the guys, the way they came in and worked in a voluntary session and then the mandatory session. They all came to work and get better, and I think it'll pay off.
Remember when you brought Rob Akey on in January, you were talking about him throwing chairs and trash cans during his interview, but what has he brought to the team since then, and you know, on the field, in the meeting room? It seems like he's getting well received by the guys. Yeah, he has. You know, I think, you know, that's a strong room. It really is. You know, with Terrence Knight and Jason Hatcher and Chris Baker, and those guys are excellent players. Steven, those guys are all pros, and they want to work and they want to get better. And Coach Akey's excellent at delivering the right kind of message on a daily basis, changing it up, and getting the most out of them. And they have a lot of respect for him already, and you can see they pay attention. And that's kind of been everybody, every room so far. DBs with Coach Fuel, linebackers, all of them have done an excellent job of taking what they're learning in the classroom and then transition it to the field and staying active and competitive.